Sometimes the best finds are hidden deep in the corners of the internet. And after hours of searching, I've stumbled upon two of the most intriguing live fish listings I've ever seen. On one side, we've got a $1 random fish variety pack from Facebook Marketplace. Turns out some people just need to offload their tanks and fish fast. Whether they just have to get rid of them or they're looking for an upgrade, that is where we come in. Rather than give the fish back to the fish stores, they post them online for other people to buy and take care of. But the real question is there gonna be a catch? Are we gonna find hidden gems of fish, or are we gonna bring back something to the house that we're gonna regret? And then there's this bad boy, a $250 premium fish mystery box that promises top quality fish, but is it worth the hefty price tag? Looking at both options at first glance, you'd think the $500 box would blow out the $1 box. But that is just not always the case. We truly have no idea what kind of fish we're gonna be getting from these sellers. I've been digging through Facebook Marketplace for days, sifting through everything from slightly used tanks to listing that made me question my sanity. And if you've ever used Facebook Marketplace, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of the time, it's either people listing way overpriced products, or it's like 90% of the time, it's just hard enough to get these people to actually answer when you inquire. So I've been ghosted about 100 times while trying to make this video. You also come across some totally strange and insane listings that you would never even believe existed. But finally, after what felt like an eternity, I locked in these two mystery boxes. We're gonna be starting with the $1 fish listing unboxing, and we're gonna be seeing just how much value I got with practically getting these fish for free. Let's see what my return on investment is after spending just $1. Okay, here's our $1 worth of fish bucket here. Let's see if that was worth all of the digging I had to do to actually find that listing. We've got our $1 worth of fish right there down in that bucket. Obviously, he's not gonna bag any of the fish like a real store would. And this guy was actually giving away his tank and all that stuff. That's what the listing was for. Obviously, I went there and I said, I can't take the tank. I'll take all the creatures you had in the tank. Now, we did have some stuff in there. I only paid $1 for this. So how good of a return is this gonna be on my $1 investment? $1 for everything inside this bucket. I'd say it's a good deal. Obviously, great price, and every time we unbox fish, we're gonna assign it a dollar value, add it all up, and see how much return I got from $1 to, hey, if there's 150 bucks worth of fish in here, is that a 150X? I believe so. That would be a fantastic scenario. And I do see a couple really wild sea creatures in here I don't think I've ever seen before and are kind of creepy looking. Now I'm gonna just jump right in and I'm gonna go with the creepiest one possible. This one, I took one look at him and I knew you guys would love him. So check this guy out. This, I believe, is a designer spider crab. I'm not 100% sure, but it does look like a spider crab. I'm just not sure if it's actually a designer spider crab. Let me know in the comments if you know the exact name of this guy, but he is so weird looking and so creepy. He crawls up and down my arms and he's surprisingly really fast. So spider crabs are known for their insane ability to camouflage themselves, whether they're underneath a rock or crawling along the rocks. They're super flat and can hide almost anywhere. They have long, thin legs and gives them like a spider appearance, which helps them navigate rocky or coral environments with ease. These crabs are primarily nocturnal. They come out at night and they forage for food at nighttime. So whenever I throw pellets in there or shrimp, he'll come out at night and clean up all the missed food that the fish didn't eat. They will also eat small invertebrates. So for example, when I put those ghost shrimp in the big tank for the lionfish, if one of those decides to escape the lionfish, this guy will come out at night and totally devour him. So because this guy is a little bit of a bigger crab and he's a spider crab, he's kind of a predator, kind of scaring me just looking at him, I think I'm gonna put him in the predator tank with our toadfish and our lionfish. If you guys haven't seen those videos, I got a venomous toadfish and put him in this tank, and then I got a venomous lionfish and put them in this tank. The toadfish loves to hang out under the rocks and burrow in little caves, and the lionfish, I think, is actually over here. He has been perched up right underneath this rock inside this cave. He loves this little area, and I think he's doing great in the tank so far. All the ghost shrimp I did put in here are completely gone, so I think he was feasting. This guy is super weird and so hard to hold. The good thing is, he doesn't use his pinchers at all. Like he's got little tiny claws, and he doesn't use them at all. He's got crazy blue. I mean, look at that thing. That thing's a spider. That is the craziest crab ever. He's so hard to hold because he's so flat. Look at this guy. He's literally as flat as a piece of paper. He's hard as a rock. He's so flat. Look at those legs. That's a true spider right there. Insane. And I think he's gonna do great in here because, like we mentioned, we're gonna do a lot of live feedings in this tank, and I think he would love to eat some live. So let's just drop him in straight down and see where he goes. Look at him floating down. Let's go. So I'm sure he's gonna, just like the toadfish, flips right over. Oh, he's loving it. He's already digging the sand. He's already digging up in the sand, seeing what's good. That is one really strange, super strange sea creature. And I would give him a value of $15. So right off rip, we turned $1 into 15 bucks already. 15 times our original investment. This guy's super weird and he's gonna thrive in his new tank with his new buddies. Next up, we have a fish. And this guy is really cool and pretty big for this kind of fish. This right here is a flagtail goby. They are pretty cool. They look like firefish, but what gives them that flagtail name is obviously their striking tail, which features bold black and white stripes that resemble a flag, and they are super easy to identify. He's got some great colors on him. Besides the black and white, he's got some yellow on the top and teal, almost baby blue eyes. He did have two of these guys, but apparently the smaller one did not make it, so he could only give me the bigger one, which I am totally fine with. This guy's got a great size, and I do have firefish in the saltwater mini pond already that I'm sure he's gonna absolutely love, and they're gonna school up together because they pretty much look identical. Especially with this guy's size, he might be the biggest one in the tank right now. All right, Mr. Firefish Goby Hybrid, the flagtail. Let's get him in the tank. Let's go. The mini pond has gained a new member of the family. This dude, I would say that's a value of $30. So with that spider crab and this guy, we got a total of 45 bucks so far. Looking good, a 45X, and we still have one more creature to add to this mini pond. Next up, we have a creature that I'm a little bit scared to hold because I've heard him snapping about 3 or 4 times just by leaving him here in this bucket. This is a really cool creature. This is a tiger pistol shrimp, and boy does he look intimidating. You guys know I've held pistol shrimp in the past before. We catch them all the time underneath rocks here in Florida, but this dude is literally so intimidating. He's got those really great, they call him tiger pistol shrimp, because he's got those tiger-like stripes and patterns, little orange, a little brown. He looks like he could definitely mess you up. Pistol shrimp have a specialized claw that can snap shut at incredible speeds, creating a bubble that generates a sound as loud as 218 decibels. That's why whenever we're hunting through the rocks and you hear those clicks, we can determine if a pistol shrimp is in the area just by that sound. This sound, when snapped, is capable of stunning or even killing small fish. That's how they catch their prey. Now, what is really cool about these guys is what we're gonna have to get in the future is we're gonna have to pair him with a goby, which is a really cool relationship that they make together. So a pistol shrimp and a goby, they join a mutualistic relationship where the shrimp provides a safe, well-maintained burrow and the goby acts as a lookout for predators. So we may need to get a goby to pair this guy with, and it'll look really cool. He's got really unique characteristics, and you can point him out from a mile. Those orange antennas, really cool, and I think he's gonna look great in the mini pond. I do not want to hold this guy. You can see how fast he really is. He's lightning speed. Honestly, I'm just worried about that claw. Usually normal pistol shrimp, I'm fine with holding, but look at that. That is so cool. There he goes, he's skirting. He's skirting. So usually the shrimp or lobsters in general, or all kinds of shrimp, they like to scoot backwards. They don't like walking forward. So they have that big muscular tail that helps them evade predators. So he went right backwards towards the glass of the tank, but we got to get him over to find those rocks. Let's go, there he goes, right underneath the rock. He's gone, he's disappeared forever. We may never see him again, but what we will see is if he likes that cave, we're gonna see him digging a nice little hole and building himself a place to stay. That's why if we do get one of those yellow Watchman gobies or etc., they will pair up really nicely and help each other out. Another $30 value for the tiger pistol shrimp. That gives us up to 75 bucks for $1 worth of fish. Final verdict, we turned $1 into 75 bucks, a 75 times ROI, return on investment. That is a great deal, and I had a lot of fun trying to find those listings and finally getting one that was $1. I would be happy to go through the pain of doing that again. If you guys want to see me go find some more listings that are $1 or even some other crazy listings on there, let me know by dropping a like on this video. If this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll go ahead and buy some more listings. Now our $250 box, are we gonna break even? Are we gonna get more than 250 bucks? Let's find out. After unboxing all the $1 fish, it was finally time to get into the $250 box. You truly never know what you're gonna be getting in these. Sometimes I get these boxes and they're a huge success. Other times I get them and they're total flops, and I lose tons of money actually buying them. But let's find out if a $250 mystery box can beat out a $1 Facebook listing. So here is our $250 box. Now the question is it gonna be a better return on investment than getting a $1 set of fish? We will find out. It's definitely a lot smaller of a box than I thought it was gonna be, but hey, maybe they're focusing on quality over quantity, and we only got one fish in here that's worth $250. Let's find out. So we got 3 bags in here. So each fish would have to be, let's see, hey Siri, what's 250 divided by 3? 83.33333, repeating forever, dollars would have to be the value of each fish in here. Let's go with this guy right here. Look at this fish. What is that? Oh my God, that is so adorable. This guy right here, I believe is a yellow boxfish. That has gotta be one of the cutest fish in the entire world. A yellow boxfish, but I think we gotta be careful because I think they're toxic. Now, boxfish, obviously their name, boxfish, is because they have a unique, rigid, box-like body shape due to their hard, bony skeleton that covers most of their body. Now, the problem is, like I mentioned, they are toxic. So when they get stressed or threatened, some of the species of boxfish release a toxin from their skin. And the reason why we gotta be careful is this toxin can be harmful to other fish in the surrounding areas, making them kind of a dangerous place to have them with other tank mates. They are super slow swimmers, however, they will go after small invertebrates, so we may end up putting him in the predator tank, the 125. Now, I thought this guy was a yellow boxfish, but really looking at him, he looks almost white. He literally almost has like a white colored appearance. But anyways, I think he'd look really good in the big tank. This dude is actually adorable. We're gonna need a name for this guy down in the comments, so go comment down below and give this guy a name because he is just too freaking adorable to not name. I have caught these before, not this species. I've caught blue boxfish, big ones, and they are so weird to hold. He's literally as hard as a rock, but here he goes. We're putting him in this tank just because he's toxic, and this tank is gonna be all about toxic fish. That is the freaking most adorable fish in this tank. He's so cute, I love him. He's definitely one of the more strange fish you can see, as he's literally a floating square. He's a square that swims in the water. But I think this is his best bet because like I mentioned, we feed live ghost shrimp in here, so he'll love that. And I'm sure he'll be best friends with his little dwarf lionfish friend there. He looks great in the tank. I'm actually pumped about that find. I will say he's not quite the $83 mark. I would give him a generous 75 bucks. So almost to that $83 mark, but a $75 boxfish, I see them all the time in the store for around 75 bucks. All right, we're up to 75 bucks. We need to get that $250 mark to break even. We're gonna go with the big bag here. There's one small bag, one big bag. We're gonna go right into the big bag and see what we got here. This dude, okay, this is actually a good get. I'm not sure, I gotta look up the price to be exact. This is a juvenile emperor angelfish here. Wow, okay, so we got a boxfish and a juvenile emperor angel. The juvenile emperor angelfish have this dark blue body with those really interesting, cool patterns that go all around it. And they actually develop, the adults, when they go from juvenile to an adult, they develop these bold horizontal stripes of blue and yellow. So they look totally different from juvenile up to adult. So we're gonna watch this guy change colors and patterns over time. They are known to be a little territorial, hence the name emperor angelfish. They will try to be the emperor of the tank. They will defend their space aggressively against other fish. So maybe this guy as well will go into the 125 with the other predators. He looks really good. The bag's got some definitely interesting things floating around in here, and it looks like he got out of the second bag. He's kind of like wedged up in here. So we're gonna get him in the tank really quickly. I don't know how he got out of that bag. He got out of the first bag, the one he's supposed to be in, and he's in the second bag with barely any water. Thank God we unboxed this guy quickly because he probably doesn't have much time left in here. And we're gonna put him in here because Brooke just mentioned the lionfish and the toadfish, they like to hide in the rocks. Like the lionfish stays up in this little cave over here. The boxfish is gonna be swimming around. He's in the corner. He's a little skittish right now. And I think having the emperor angel in here would definitely be good to see some swimming action in this tank. This guy is so cool. He's got some really good colors. He's literally pearl white on the top there. Let's go, our first swimmer in the tank. Obviously we have our lionfish and toadfish, they're hiders. We need some swimmers. That guy is cool. And it's great that he's in the tank. We get to really watch him change colors over time. Man, we might need names for all the fish, but that boxfish and this emperor angel are great additions to this tank. I'm pumped about that. We're gonna give him a value of 150 bucks. These guys are kind of expensive. They're not a cheap fish, so we kind of made up for it against the boxfish. We have 150 bucks plus that $70 mark for a total of 220 bucks so far. So our next fish needs to be at least 30 bucks and we will break even on this box. So it's not good. Size does not determine all. It might have been a smaller box, but we've got some pretty unique fish so far. I'd say it's going really well, but it all comes down to fish number 3 if we're gonna break even. Okay, last but not least, is he gonna be at least 30 bucks? Let's find out. I think we did it. I think we did it. This guy right here, this is a hogfish, and a really cool one at that. Usually you get the Spanish hogfish or the Cuban hogfish. This is actually a Diana hogfish. The Spanish hogfish, I think, are those purple ones, purple and yellow, and the Cuban hogfish, I think, are the red and yellow ones. I could have gotten those mixed up, but they're both really cool. This is really unique because he's totally unlike the other two. These hogfish are known for their really reddish orange body. So you can see he's got that almost maroon body with those white spots. So definitely unique from the other two hogfish. And similar to the emperor angelfish, they will change their colors as they get older. So it's gonna be cool to watch him change colors. Maybe he'll get a little bit even brighter. They are active predators. So another fish that can go in the 125. We are slowly building up and adding some really cool fish in that tank. I am very pleased with our finds out of this box. 3 awesome fish that are gonna make that tank look even better. Here's our buddy. He does look really skinny, so we're gonna have to see how he does in the tank. He does look definitely on the skinnier side, but that is a really cool hogfish and another swimmer. He looks great in here. And the value of these guys, I think we not even broke even, but we got a little bit more than what we asked for. This is a $50 fish, bringing our total up to $270 worth of fish. I know we only got 3, but man, we not only broke even, we made a little bit of money, 20 bucks over. So definitely not as good as a return on investment than we did with our $1 listing, but hey, we still got a really nice collection of fish from this box. He is definitely on the skinny side, so I'm gonna have to work hard to get him, healthy again. Maybe feed him some mysis or brine because he does like that, meaty protein kind of things. So we're gonna get him looking good really soon. Now, honestly, which box would you choose? Let me know in the comments. The $1 listing or the $250 box. Both boxes comes with their pros and cons. The $1 listing are really hard to find. A lot of people don't answer, but when you actually get them and people are giving away their fish, you can make a serious return on investment. Now, the $250 boxes and the $500 boxes that I usually do get, they are hit or miss. You're obviously paying much more, but you can get back way more than what you paid for in terms of the prices of the fish. The Facebook listing is definitely harder to find. It is a total pain in the butt getting people to even answer back, but with such a great value, it could for sure beat out a $250 box any day of the week. A couple really great fish, not only for this tank, but for this tank over here. And although he's not a big swimmer, that lionfish in this tank was such a hard find. It took me almost 2 weeks to find that lionfish. If you want to see how I hunted him down and actually got him in this tank, you got to click right here and watch that video. I had to jump through some major hurdles to find one.